Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video. We're doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So, as was on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with the Japanese subset FSB2 models. I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just say about the first video sales at 6 AM UK weather forecast. It's 10:14 down on the way imminently. So please like, share, and subscribe on all today's videos and content. Thank you so much everyone for doing that. The GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much everyone. Right, let's start off with week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly from the JMA from the Arctic and the North Pole view down. This is the North Pole just here. Got the wider Arctic circle around there. And then the mid latitudes are through there. Blue is extrapolating to below average height, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange, and red to above average height, which is high pressure. These are broken down into week periods. The first week period takes us from today, the 30th of May, to the 6th of June. The coming week looks unsettled with low pressure to the north and high pressure to the south, and that brings in a flat westerly flow. It's looking rather flat, westerly, and zonal. Week 2 will be the 6th through to 13th of June. Still low pressure in the North Atlantic, but heights rising a bit to the south. That should bring some drier and warmer weather into more southern areas as the jet stream lifts northwards. And then weeks 3 and 4 will be the 13th to 27th of June. High pressure then centred in the Atlantic, probably bringing the wind from like a west-northwesterly direction. That could be a bit cool, but should bring quite a lot of dry weather with it. So relatively dry signals after an unsettled start there. Between tropical and mid-latitude view, we can't see Greenland, Iceland, Scandinavia. Oops, all those areas off chart up here. We're in the top right-hand corner of the chart as you look at it. Reminder of week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly with low pressure in from the Atlantic, high pressure down towards Spain, and a flat westerly flow. Temperature anomalies are above average in the yellow shaded colours by about 1-2 degrees. Not a big deviation, and looks a bit wetter than average as well, so rather unsettled and quite mild to start us off, but not as hot as it has been. Week 2 will be the 6th to the 13th of June. High pressure starting to push up from the south a little bit. Low pressure more up towards here. Temperature anomalies above average again, 1-2 degrees above normal in the yellow shaded colours. And it's only a bit drier down in the south, but looks quite unsettled still further northwards. And then week 3 and 4 will be the 13th to the 27th of June with high pressure in the Atlantic and a flat northwesterly type flow. Temperature anomalies remain above average by 1-2 degrees, and precipitation anomalies, well, becoming drier. Though, as we're progressing on through June, it's a drying trend, and still quite warm really with the temperature. Right, that's how JMA's looking. CFSB2 next. So again, these are 500 millibar height anomalies. They're broken down into weekly periods. The first week period taking us from the 30th of May to the 5th of June. The next week with low pressure in from the Atlantic along the flat westerly flow. Week 2 will be the 6th to the 12th of June. Low pressure away to the northwest. So still looking quite unsettled, but should be pretty warm with southwesterly winds. Week 3 will be the 13th to 19th of June. High pressure starts to build up from the south and ridging to the east as well. That should bring quite a lot of dry weather, becoming quite warm. And then check out week 4. This would be 20th to 26th of June. High pressure and centred towards Scandinavia, and that could bring in quite a hot easterly flow. So I think the trends are here, but as June progresses, weather could be turning hotter and also drier. Right, so this is how the week 1 temperature anomaly is looking. So largely close to normal, not a big deviation. Week 2 has a north-south split. It's the 6th to the 12th of June, a bit below average in the north, a little bit above average for the south. Week 3 is the 13th, 19th of June. That's a warmer week, and week 4 also looking quite warm as well. So a warming trend through June. And then finally, precipitation week 1. Rather wet up in the north, near normal elsewhere. Week 2, also looking rather wet, but more northern areas, nearer normal elsewhere. Week 3 has no particular signal. And then lastly, week 4 is just a little bit on the drier than average side. Whoops, can't highlight. Just a little bit on the drier than average side. Right, okay, so we've got a drying and warming trend here as we're going through June. A little bit of an unsettled start. Still quite mild though. And then gradually getting drier and warmer as we progress on. Right, okay, well, that is JMA Friday this week. Do it all over again next week. I'll be back shortly with 10-14 day. Come back for that in a bit. But JMA Friday this week, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.